Siddhant Sibbal, a Principal Diplomatic Correspondent. Siddhant, first of all, what are these great trade deals that we can expect now that Modi is being called a great friend of Trump, and Trump is saying that they're working on some great trade deals?
Well, trade is something that is the focus of India-US ties, but today is a day of India-US partnership and a day in which that will be the focus, whether you're in Washington, New Delhi or Singapore, where in Singapore, the Indian Prime Minister is going to meet the US Vice President Mike Pence, but already the US President has set the tone. Donald Trump at the Oval House, at the White House, lit diyas and of course spoke about India extensively, calling the Indian Prime Minister as a friend, and he said that he's grateful to have a friend in Narendra Modi, but he also focused on trade. Trade is something that has been a kind of contentious issue. Remember, it was Donald Trump who called New Delhi a tariff king, but that is something that may be past now, given the fact that there are some hectic negotiations happening on the trade front, even though Washington has many times confirmed about an expected trade deal between US and India. New Delhi has been silent about it, and there has not been a single word on the trade issue. But if you look at the relationship between India and US, it's also about a security relationship. It's a relationship that is changing the dynamics of the entire Asian region. In Singapore, when the Indian Prime Minister meets the Vice President of the United States, the focus will be on defense. Remember, this is the first meeting between the top Indian and American leadership since the S-400 deal happened between Russia and New Delhi, which of course caused little heartburns in Washington. And there was of course reports saying that India might be sanctioned under the CAATSA law. That of course there's no word on Washington from that. But the key thing right now, both countries are focusing on Indo-Pacific. It's a new concept which has gained currency over the years. It was from Singapore only earlier this year, where Indian Prime Minister elucidated New Delhi's view about the Indo-Pacific region, and it's an inclusive thought from New Delhi's side, which of course doesn't harms any country, because remember, China is very wary about the new concept Indo-Pacific because it believes it's being contained under this entire new concept, which is increasingly gaining currency. Because remember, when we use the concept Asia-Pacific, it means Beijing in the center of the entire Asian region. But if we use the word Indo-Pacific, it means New Delhi is the center. So that is a cause of worry in Beijing. Remember, another important thing that's going to take place in Singapore today is the meeting of Quad. That's the quadrilateral. That's a new format of meeting between India, Japan, Australia, and US. All these countries, of course, they have many things in common, including, of course, democracy. And China, of course, again sees this as an attempt to contain Beijing's rise in the entire Asian region. So, of course, new dynamics arising in Asia. And at this time, relationship between US and India is very important, because these are two countries that, of course, have not only economically and population-wise at a certain level in the world stage, but also control the future of Asia. So partnership between both these countries is very important. And for that, both Indian Prime Minister and the leadership in America is trying their level best.